Bienvenue chez Examist, votre partenaire de confiance pour réussir vos certifications. Nous proposons des supports d'études complets, en ligne et hors ligne. Et nous sommes là pour vous guider pas à chaque étape. Des guides PDF détaillés aux exercices pratiques bien structurés. Toutes les questions essentielles sont soigneusement couvertes pour vous donner toutes les chances de réussir. Vous aurez toujours les bonnes ressources à portée de main. Téléchargez les PDFs. Faites des tests et connectez-vous à notre équipe d'assistance experte. Avec la pratique interactive en ligne. Entraînez-vous et quand vous voulez. À votre rythme. Nos PDFs prêts pour l'examen sont soigneusement élaborés et régulièrement mis à jour. Des milliers d'apprenants certifiés font confiance à notre qualité et à notre sérieux. Des professionnels qualifiés sont disponibles pour répondre à vos questions. Commencez dès aujourd'hui et donnez à votre préparation l'avantage décisif avec Examist. Visitez Examist. Comme dès maintenant. Examist. Votre parcours vers le succès commence ici.
Question 1. What is the result of a segmentation criteria filtering on city is equal to San Jose? Option A. Cities containing San Jose, San Jose, San Jose, or San Jose. Option B. Cities only containing San Jose or San Jose. Option C. Cities only containing San Jose or San Jose. Option D. Cities only containing San Jose or San Jose. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option B. Cities only containing San Jose or San Jose. Question 2. A consultant has an activation that is set to publish every 12 hours. But has discovered that updates to the data prior to activation are delayed by up to 24 hours. Which two areas should a consultant review to troubleshoot this issue? Choose 2. Option A. Review data transformations to ensure they run after calculated insights. Option B. Review calculated insights to make sure they run after the segments are refreshed. Option C. Review segments to ensure they're refreshed after the data is ingested. Option D. Review calculated insights to make sure they run before segments are refreshed. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option C. Review segments to ensure they're refreshed after the data is ingested. Option D. Review calculated insights to make sure they run before segments are refreshed. Question 3. Cumulus Financial wants to segregate Salesforce CRM account data based on country for its data cloud users. What should the consultant do to accomplish this? Option A. Use Salesforce sharing rules on the account object to filter and segregate records based on country. Option B. Use formula fields based on the account country field to filter incoming records. Option C. Use streaming transforms to filter out account data based on country and map to separate data model objects. Accordingly, Option D. Use the data spaces feature and apply filtering on the account data lake object based on country. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option D. Use the data spaces feature and apply filtering on the account data lake object based on country. Question 4. A customer notices that their consolidation rate has recently increased. They contact the consultant to ask why. What are two likely explanations for the increase? Choose 2. Option A. Duplicates have been removed from source system data streams. Option B. Identity resolution rules have been added to the rule set to increase the number of matched profiles. Option C. New data sources have been added to data cloud that largely overlap with the existing profiles. Option D. Identity resolution rules have been removed to reduce the number of matched profiles. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B. Identity resolution rules have been added to the rule set to increase the number of matched profiles. Option C. New data sources have been added to Data Cloud that largely overlap with the existing profiles. Question 5. What is Data Cloud's primary value to customers? Option A. To provide a unified view of a customer and their related data. Option B. To create personalized campaigns by listening, understanding, and acting on customer behavior. Option C. To connect all systems with a golden record. Option D. To create a single source of truth for all anonymous data. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A. To provide a unified view of a customer and their related data. Question 6. Data Cloud consultant recently discovered that their identity resolution process is matching individuals that share email addresses or phone numbers, but are not actually the same individual. What should the consultant do to address this issue? Option A. Modify the existing rule set to use fewer matching rules. Run the rule set and review the updated results. Then adjust as needed until the individuals are matching correctly. Option B. Create and run a new rule set with stricter matching criteria. Compare the two rule sets to review and verify the results. And then migrate to the new rule set once approved. Option C. Create and run a new rule set with fewer matching rules. Compare the two rule sets to review and verify the results. And then migrate to the new rule set once approved. Option D. Modify the existing rule set with stricter matching criteria. Run the rule set and review the updated results. Then adjust as needed until the individuals are matching correctly. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B. Create and run a new rule set with stricter matching criteria. Compare the two rule sets to review and verify the results. And then migrate to the new rule set once approved. Question 7. Data Cloud receives a nightly file of all e-commerce transactions from the previous day. Several segments and activations depend upon calculated insights from the updated data in order to maintain accuracy in the customer's scheduled campaign. Messages. What should the consultant do to ensure the e-commerce data is ready for use for each of the scheduled activations? Option A. Ensure the activations are set to incremental activation and automatically publish every hour. Option B. Use flow to trigger a change data event on the e-commerce data to refresh calculated insights and segments before the activations are scheduled to run. Option C. Set a refresh schedule for the calculated insights to occur every hour. Option D. Ensure the segments are set to rapid publish and set to refresh every hour. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B. Use flow to trigger a change data event on the e-commerce data to refresh calculated insights and segments before the activations are scheduled to run. Question 8. A client wants to bring in loyalty data from a custom object in Salesforce CRM that contains a point balance for accrued hotel points and airline points within the same record. The client wants to split these point systems into two separate records for better tracking and processing. What should a consultant recommend in this scenario? Option A. Use batch transforms to create a second data lake object. Option B. Create a junction object in Salesforce CRM and modify the ingestion strategy. Option C. Clone the data source object. Option D. Create a data kit from the data lake object and deploy it to the same Data Cloud org. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A. Use batch transforms to create a second data lake object. Question 9. Which operator should a consultant use to create a segment for a birthday campaign that is evaluated? Daily. Option A. Is today. Option B. Is birthday. Option C. Is between. Option D. Is anniversary of. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option D, is anniversary of. Question 10. A new user of Data Cloud only needs to be able to review individual rows of ingested data and validate that it has been modeled successfully to its linked data model. Object. The user will also need to make changes if required. What is the minimum permission set needed to accommodate this use case? Option A. Data Cloud for Marketing Specialist. Option B. Data Cloud Admin. Option C. Data Cloud for Marketing Data Aware Specialist. Option D. Data Cloud User. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option C, Data Cloud for Marketing Data Aware Specialist. Question 11. A customer is trying to activate data from Data Cloud to an Amazon S3 cloud file storage bucket. Which authentication type should the consultant recommend to connect to the S3 bucket from Data Cloud? Option A. Use a JWT token generated on S3. Option B. Use an S3 private key certificate. Option C. Use an S3 encrypted username and password. Option D. Use an S3 access key and secret key. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option D, use an S3 access key and secret key. Question 12. A consultant is discussing the benefits of Data Cloud with a customer that has multiple disjointed data sources. Which two functional areas should the consultant highlight in relation to managing customer data? Choose 2. Option A. Unified profiles. Option B. Data harmonization. Option C. Master data management. Option D. Data marketplace. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A, unified profiles. Option B, data harmonization. Question 13. What does it mean to build a trust-based first-party data asset? Option A. To ensure opt-in consents are collected for all email marketing as required by law. Option B. To provide transparency and security for data gathered from individuals who provide consent for its use and receive value in exchange. Option C. To obtain competitive data from reliable sources through interviews, surveys, and polls. Option D. To provide trusted first-party data in the Data Cloud marketplace that follows all compliance regulations. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B. To provide transparency and security for data gathered from individuals who provide consent for its use and receive value in exchange. Question 14. Northern Trail Outfitters is using the Marketing Cloud Starter data bundles to bring Marketing Cloud data into Data Cloud. What are two of the available datasets in Marketing Cloud Starter data bundles? Choose 2. Option A. Mobile push. Option B. Personalization. Option C. Mobile connect. Option D. Loyalty management. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A, mobile push. Option C, mobile connect. Question 15. Northern Trail Outfitters unifies individuals in its Data Cloud instance. Which three features can the consultant use to validate the data on a unified profile? Choose 3. Option A. Query API. Option B. Data Explorer. Option C. Identity resolution. Option D. Data actions. Option E. Profile Explorer. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B, Data Explorer. Option C, Identity Resolution. Option E, Profile Explorer. Question 16. A consultant is integrating an Amazon S3 activated campaign with the customer's destination system. In order for the destination system to find the metadata about the segment, which file on the S3 will contain this information for processing? Option A, the JSON file. Option B, the text file. Option C, the zip file. Option D, the CSV file. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A, the JSON file. Question 17. Cumulus Financial uses Data Cloud to segment banking customers and activate them for direct mail via a cloud file storage. Activation. The company also wants to analyze individuals who have been in the segment within the last 2 years. Which Data Cloud component allows for this? Option A, Calculated Insights. Option B, Segment Membership Data Model Object. Option C, Segment Exclusion. Option D, Nested Segments. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B, Segment Membership Data Model Object. Question 18. Which information is provided in a CSV file when activating to Amazon S3? Option A, the activated data payload. Option B, an audit log showing the user who activated the segment and when it was activated. Option C, the manifest of origin sources within Data Cloud. Option D, the metadata regarding the segment definition. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option D, the metadata regarding the segment definition. Question 19. Which two common use cases can be addressed with Data Cloud? Choose 2. Option A, safeguard critical business data by serving as a centralized system for backup and disaster recovery. Option B, harmonize data from multiple sources with a standardized and extendable data model. Option C, understand and act upon customer data to drive more relevant experiences. Option D, govern enterprise data lifecycle through a centralized set of policies and processes. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B, harmonize data from multiple sources with a standardized and extendable data model. Option C, understand and act upon customer data to drive more relevant experiences. Question 20. Northern Trail Outfitters, NTO, creates a calculated insight to compute recency, frequency, monetary, RFM, scores on its unified individuals. NTO then creates a segment based on these scores that it activates to a marketing cloud activation. Target. Which two actions are required when configuring the activation? Choose 2. Option A, select contact points. Option B, add additional attributes. Option C, choose a segment. Option D, add the calculated insight in the activation. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A, select contact points. Option C, choose a segment. Question 21. During an implementation project, a consultant completed ingestion of all data streams for their customer. Prior to segmenting and acting on that data, which additional configuration is required? Option A, data mapping. Option B, identity resolution. Option C, data activation. Option D, calculated insights. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B, identity resolution. Question 22. Which data model subject area should be used for any organization, individual, or member in the customer 360 data model? Option A. Party. Option B. Global account. Option C. Membership. Option D. Engagement. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A, party. Question 23. The Salesforce CRM connector is configured and the case object data stream is set up. Subsequently, a new custom field named Business Priority is created on the case object in Salesforce CRM. However, the new field is not available when trying to add it to the data stream. Which statement addresses the cause of this issue? Option A. The Salesforce Data Loader application should be used to perform a bulk upload from a desktop. Option B. After 24 hours when the data stream refreshes, it will automatically include any new fields that were added to the Salesforce CRM. Option C. The Salesforce integration user is missing read permissions on the newly created field. Option D. Custom fields on the case object are not supported for ingesting into Data Cloud. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option C. The Salesforce integration user is missing read permissions on the newly created field. Question 24. Cumulus Financial uses Service Cloud as its CRM and stores mobile phone, home phone, and work phone as 3 separate fields for its customers on the contact record. The company plans to use Data Cloud and ingest the contact object via the CRM connector. What is the most efficient approach that a consultant should take when ingesting this data to ensure all the different phone numbers are properly mapped and available for use in activation? Option A. Ingest the contact object, then map the work phone, mobile phone, and home phone to the contact point phone data map object from the contact data stream by adding custom fields for work and home phone. Option B. Ingest the contact object, then use streaming transforms to normalize the phone numbers from the contact data stream into a separate phone data lake object, DLO, that contains 3 rows, and then map this new DLO to the contact point phone data map object. Option C. Ingest the contact object and create formula fields in the contact data stream on the phone numbers, and then map to the contact point phone data map object. Option D. Ingest the contact object and then create a calculated insight to normalize the phone numbers, and then map to the contact point phone data map object. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B. Ingest the contact object, then use streaming transforms to normalize the phone numbers from the contact data stream into a separate phone data lake object, DLO, that contains 3 rows, and then map this new DLO to the contact point phone data map object. Question 25. Every day, Northern Trail Outfitters uploads a summary of the last 24 hours of store transactions to a new file in an Amazon S3 bucket, and files older than 7 days are automatically deleted. Each file contains a timestamp in a standardized naming convention. Which 2 options should a consultant configure when ingesting this data stream? Choose 2. Option A. Ensure the file name contains a wildcard to accommodate the timestamp. Option B. Ensure that deletion of old files is enabled. Option C. Ensure the refresh mode is set to full refresh. Option D. Ensure the refresh mode is set to upset. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A. Ensure the file name contains a wildcard to accommodate the timestamp. Option D. Ensure the refresh mode is set to upset. Question 26. What does the source sequence reconciliation rule do in identity resolution? Option A. Identifies which data sources should be used in the process of reconciliation by prioritizing the most recently updated data. Source. Option B. Includes data from sources where the data is most frequently occurring. Option C. Sets the priority of specific data sources when building attributes in a unified profile, such as a first or last name. Option D. Identifies which individual records should be merged into a unified profile by setting a priority for specific data sources. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option C. Sets the priority of specific data sources when building attributes in a unified profile, such as a first or last name. Question 27. Cumulus Financial wants to be able to track the daily transaction volume of each of its customers in real time and send out a notification as soon as it detects volume outside the customer's normal range. What should a consultant do to accommodate this request? Option A. Use streaming data transform combined with a data action. Option B. Use streaming data transform with a flow. Option C. Use a streaming insight paired with a data action. Option D. Use a calculated insight paired with a flow. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option C. Use a streaming insight paired with a data action. Question 28. During discovery, which feature should a consultant highlight for a customer who has multiple data sources and needs to match and reconcile data about individuals into a single unified profile? Option A. Harmonization. Option B. Identity resolution. Option C. Data cleansing. Option D. Data consolidation. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B. Identity resolution. Question 29. Which data model subject area defines the revenue or quantity for an opportunity by product family? Option A. Engagement. Option B. Sales order. Option C. Product. Option D. Party. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B. Sales order. Question 30. Which method should a consultant use when performing aggregations in windows of 15 minutes on data collected via the Interactions SDK or mobile SDK? Option A. Formula fields. Option B. Streaming insight. Option C. Calculated insight. Option D. Batch transform. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B. Streaming insight. Question 31. Northern Trail Outfitters wants to use some of its marketing cloud data in Data Cloud. Which engagement channel data will require custom integration? Option A. SMS. Option B. Cloud page. Option C. Mobile push. Option D. Email. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B. Cloud page. Question 32. Which configuration supports separate Amazon S3 buckets for data ingestion and activation? Option A. Multiple S3 connectors in Data Cloud setup. Option B. Dedicated S3 data sources in Data Cloud setup. Option C. Dedicated S3 data sources in activation setup. Option D. Separate user credentials for data stream and activation target. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option D. Separate user credentials for data stream and activation target. Question 33. How does Data Cloud handle an individual's right to be forgotten? Option A. deletes the specified individual and records from any data source object mapped to the individual data model. Object. Option B. Deletes the specified individual and records from any data model object, data lake object related to the individual. Option C. Deletes the records from all data source objects, and any downstream data model objects are updated at the next scheduled ingestion. Option D. Deletes the specified individual record and its unified individual link record. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B. Deletes the specified individual and records from any data model object, data lake object related to the individual. Question 34. A data cloud consultant recently added a new data source and mapped some of the data to a new custom data model object, DMO, that they want to use for creating segments. However, they cannot view the newly created DMO when trying to create a new segment. What is the cause of this issue? Option A. Data has not yet been ingested into the DMO. Option B. The new DMO does not have a relationship to the individual DMO. Option C. The new DMO is not of category profile. Option D. Segmentation is only supported for the individual and unified individual DMOs. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option C. The new DMO is not of category profile. Question 35. Cumulus Financial uses calculated insights to compute the total banking value per branch for its high net worth customers. In the calculated insight, banking value is a metric, branch is a dimension, and high net worth is a filter. What can be included as an attribute in activation? Option A. Branch, dimension, and banking value, metric. Option B. Banking value, metric. Option C. High net worth, filter. Option D. Branch, dimension. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option D. Branch, dimension. Question 36. A customer requests that their personal data be deleted. Which action should the consultant take to accommodate this request in Data Cloud? Option A. Use Consent API to request deletion of the customer's information. Option B. Use a streaming API call to delete the customer's information. Option C. Use the Data Rights Subject Request tool to request deletion of the customer's information. Option D. Use Profile Explorer to delete the customer data from Data Cloud. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A. Use Consent API to request deletion of the customer's information. Question 37. Which data stream category should be assigned to use the data for time-based operations in segmentation and calculated insights? Option A. Sales order. Option B. Individual. Option C. Transaction. Option D. Engagement. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option D. Engagement. Question 38. A consultant is building a segment to announce a new product launch for customers that have previously purchased black pants. How should the consultant place the attributes for product color and product type from the order product object to meet this criteria? Option A. Place an attribute for the black pants calculated insight to dynamically apply. Option B. Place the attribute for product color in one container and the attribute for product type in another container. Option C. Place the attributes for product color and product type as direct attributes. Option D. Place the attributes for product color and product type in a single container. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option D. Place the attributes for product color and product type in a single container. Question 39. A consultant wants to ensure that every segment managed by multiple brand teams adheres to the same set of exclusion criteria that are updated on a monthly basis. Which is the most efficient option to allow for this capability? Option A. Create, publish, and deploy a data kit. Option B. Create a nested segment. Option C. Create a reusable container block with common criteria. Option D. Create a segment and copy it for each brand. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option C. Create a reusable container block with common criteria. Question 40. What should a user do to pause a segment activation with the intent of using that segment again? Option A. Skip the activation. Option B. Stop the published schedule. Option C. Deactivate the segment. Option D. Delete the segment. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B. Stop the published schedule.